My name is Natalie Zamani. I'm 29 years old and I'm transgender. My pronouns are she and her, and I just wanted to make a little bit of a video to talk a little bit about some updates since I posted a Bored Panda article about a year ago, and just like what's happened in my life, how my transition has gone since then, and also kind of correct a few things that I mentioned in that article, just to give the most accurate information about my transition as possible. So, jumping right into the Bored Panda article and the aftermath of that. So, as I mentioned, in June or July of 2020, there was an article posted on Bored Panda about me, my transition experience, what it meant to me to be transgender, and just some before and after photos of me pre-transition and up to that point. And honestly, I was so shocked by the response to that post. It was incredibly positive and just overwhelmingly kind of blew up. And I was not expecting that, but I was so, I felt so humbled by the response to that article. People reached out on social media, people left lovely comments on the video and just kind of said the sweetest things and supported me. And I can't thank the people who did that enough. It was just super sweet. There was a tiny minority of comments that were kind of negative and transphobic, but you know what? The overwhelming majority was incredibly positive, and that's what matters. Since that has happened, and before I jump into that, actually, one correction and something I didn't really mention in the article but should have, just to give totally accurate views of what's possible. Some of the after photos in the article were of me post facial feminization surgery. So I had facial feminization surgery in June of 2020 with Dr. Deschamps-Braly in San Francisco, where I also live. And that made a huge difference in the way my face looks, obviously. Pre-facial feminization surgery, my face had a very masculine bone structure that kind of prevented me from being able to pass. And Dr. DB just did such an amazingly dramatic and, life-changing transformation for my face. That is what you see right now. A year and 1 month after surgery, this is where I'm at. And I could not be happier. The entire experience with Dr. DB was positive from start to end. He was just so incredibly professional, talented, and built so much confidence in me that the result of the surgery would be as good as I could get. He showed me before and afters of his other patients and just blew me away to see what he did in the past. And honestly, I knew from that moment, the moment of my consult, that he was the best person for me. And I haven't regretted it once. And even kind of talking a little bit about that, I never, ever once presented in public for the entire first year and 1 month of my transition, before facial feminization surgery in public, because I was so dysphoric about my face, so uncomfortable, being seen, presenting femininely, that it wasn't until a few weeks after surgery, when I was recovering, that I started to present as me. And it was just such a huge confidence boost and such a life-changing thing for me, honestly. So I can't recommend that experience enough, honestly. I also had breast augmentation in November, actually, of 2020. And that also just had such a dramatic improvement to my dysphoria, my upper body dysphoria especially. I had that with Dr. Carolyn Chang in San Francisco, and couldn't be happier with the results of that either. And yeah, I've just been on hormones as well. And honestly, being at this place now where the pandemic, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, vaccinations are becoming widespread, I'm vaccinated, I'm able to go out into the world, go to bars with friends, go to dinners, be seen, see people. It's just such a amazing experience to do that as me and feel so confident and comfortable in myself. And I really feel like this journey was 100% worth it and has made my life so much better. Even though the first year or so was very difficult and very rough in a lot of ways. So hopefully this is helpful in some way. And for anybody going through a journey like this, I'm sending you my love. I know how stressful, how difficult it can be, but I just want you to know that, at least in my experience, things get so much better, and it is worth it.